Hey guys, my name's Tom Duer. I'm the head coach at PFP Barbell up in Pittsburgh, one of East Coast Gold's affiliates. I'm here to answer some of the questions that you guys posted on our Instagram. My particular question is planned time off versus a transition phase. What's the difference? When do you use each? And can they go without the other, or can they be used without the other? First and foremost, let's talk about the transition phase. After a big meet, every athlete should go through some type of transition phase. What that means is we're far away from our next big meet. We're gonna go through general physical preparedness. That means the ability to perform different types of work, similar to like a CrossFit type situation without maybe necessarily doing CrossFit. We're gonna do more high reps, more high volume. We're gonna prepare our bodies for a long training cycle ahead. Now, planned time off can be a part of that transition phase depending on the athlete, their training age, their biological age, their mental engagement in their training. So some of the reasons why we would take planned time off is if we have some burnout. Weightlifting is a long-term sport. We're not going to get good at it for the first 5 or 10 years of training. We may be strong, but to get really good at the sport takes a very long time. So 10 years of snatching, cleaning, jerking, squatting, and pulling can get monotonous. So sometimes we need a planned time off in order to mentally and emotionally get back into our training. So the first thing is we want to give ourselves a mental break. So we may take a week, 2 weeks, or a month off from after a big competition to let ourselves mentally get engaged again, to get prepared to attack the next training cycle and the long year ahead. Again, we want to regain that love of lifting. If we're going to be training for 6 months for a big meet, we better freaking like it. And we're not going to enjoy every day of training, but I promise you that if you get back into that transition phase too early, you're going to have a very miserable time. Because if you're anything like me, general physical preparedness is not fun. I hate breathing heavy, I hate sweating. Give me triples, give me doubles, and please give me singles. But if I see 10s on my program, I'm going to fight Phil. Big deal is that we're in this for the long haul. If you want to be a great weightlifter, if you want to be a good weightlifter, you've got to be consistent. And part of that consistently is consistently showing up to work out with at least a moderately positive attitude. Again, not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows, but we want to work out and we want to be consistently engaged in what we're doing. Now, that being said, not everybody needs planned time off. When you're younger, when you're excited, when your energy is high, when your enthusiasm is high, you may not want to take time off the barbell and you can jump right into the transitional phase. The planned transition phase is going to keep us physically ready to lift. So it's going to allow us to get into that competition shape a lot quicker than if we take a whole month off of training. Again, we're going to maintain that momentum. So if we have a really good meet, we have a lot of excitement and we're ready to work. A planned time off period may take some of that excitement off. So if we have a lot of good momentum and a lot of excitement in our training, we want to ride that wave and get right into that transitional training again in order to maintain that good positive momentum. But again, the planned time off is more psychological, the transition phase is physiological. You may go from a planned time off to a transition phase. You may go to just a transition phase, but you're never gonna go to planned time off to competition phase. So you can't skip the transition, even though I try to do that with Phil all the time. He still makes me do my general physical preparedness before I get to the fun stuff. It's miserable sometimes, it's hard, but it's a lot easier with some time off so I can enjoy the barbell again. Thanks for listening. Again, I'm Tom at PFP Barbell, one of the East Coast Gold's affiliates up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm looking forward to hearing back from you.